Deep in the heart of an old province in Indonesia, nestled among the dense foliage and whispered legends, there stood a humble village. It was a place of eerie beauty, where the nights were shrouded in darkness, and the trees whispered secrets to anyone who dared listen. But within this village, a tragedy unfolded that would forever haunt its inhabitants. In the heart of the village lived a family of 5, Wama, Ulim, and their 3 small children, Resto, Trami, and Toler. They were a happy family, living a simple life, unaware of the horrors that lay ahead. One fateful night, a mysterious presence crept into their home. It was a malevolent force fueled by an ancient evil that seeped through the very walls. The air turned heavy with foreboding, and the village elders spoke of dark omens and hushed tones. But the family remained blissfully unaware until that night when the world turned upside down. As the clock struck midnight, a scream pierced the silence, echoing through the village. The neighbors rushed to the source, their hearts pounding with fear and apprehension. They reached the home of Wama and Ulim, and what they saw would forever be etched in their nightmares. Inside the house, they found a horrifying scene. The children, Resto, Trami, and Toler, lay lifeless, their innocent faces forever frozen in expressions of terror. Their bodies hanged from the ceiling, swayed eerily with every gust of wind. But the horror didn't end there. Wama, the father, stood in the center of the room, his eyes glazed over with madness. In his trembling hands, he held a bloodied knife, evidence of the unspeakable acts he had committed. Ulim, the mother, was nowhere to be found, leaving behind a void of unanswered questions. The villagers were gripped with grief and disbelief. How could such a tragedy befall this loving family? Whispers of possession and dark magic spread like wildfire as they struggled to find an explanation for this senseless violence. The authorities arrived with their investigation futile against the enigmatic nature of the crime. But as the days turned into weeks, a chilling revelation came to light. The village elders discovered an old diary hidden away in Wama's possessions, filled with cryptic writings and tales of ancient rituals. Legend spoke of a vengeful spirit that hunted the village, seeking vengeance for the sins committed in the past. It was said that this spirit would possess the minds of the weak, driving them to commit heinous crimes of violence. The villagers now believed that Wama had fallen victim to this malevolent force. Whispers of exorcism and rituals filled the air as the village grappled with the horror that had befallen them. They sought the help of spiritual leaders from distant lands, hoping to banish the evil that plagued their village. As the rituals commenced, the air crackled with anticipation. The spiritual leaders chanted ancient incantations, their voices carrying through the night. But the malevolent spirit was not so easily defeated. It fought back with ferocity that left the villagers trembling. Days turned into nights, and the battle raged on. The village was consumed with fear, their hopes dwindling with each passing moment. But in their darkest hour, a glimmer of hope emerged. Ulim, the mother who had disappeared after the tragedy, returned to the village. She carried with her a newfound strength, a determination to protect her family's honor. It was believed that she had journeyed to the realm of the spirits, seeking guidance from the ancient guardians. Ulim led the villagers in a final battle against the vengeful spirit that had torn their lives apart. They performed sacred rituals, offering prayers and sacrifices to appease the restless souls. Their resolve was unyielding, their determination unwavering. Finally, after what felt like eternity, the malevolent spirit retreated, vanishing into the darkness from whence it came. The village breathed a collective sigh of relief, but the scars of the tragedy remained. Wama was forever lost to the darkness, his mind shattered by the horrors he had committed. Resto, Trami, and Toler were laid to rest in a somber ceremony, their innocent lives extinguished far too soon. The village, once vibrant and full of life, now bore the weight of grief and a lingering sense of unease. The mystery of that dreadful night remained etched in the village's history, a cautionary tale passed down through the generations. The tragic murder of the family echoed through the hearts of the villagers, a reminder of the thin line between love and possession, between joy and unspeakable terror. And in dark corners of the old province, the spirits whispered their warnings, forever guarding the secrets of that haunted village.